Hello everyone, welcome back to Jazz Inspires. If you love jazz, fusion and discovering timeless albums, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into a true classic, Rainbow Seeker by the legendary Joe Sample. This album, released in 1978, was Joe Sample's first solo project after his time with the Crusaders. And let me tell you, this one is smooth, soulful, and full of that warm 70s fusion goodness. I won't be going track by track, instead I'll be looking at some of the highlight moments off the album for me, particular tracks that I really liked. So let's get into it. First up, we have the track Rainbow Seeker. This track sets the tone for the entire album. Joe Sample delivers a delicate yet confident piano performance, full of rich, uplifting chord progressions and soulful melodies. The groove is steady and smooth thanks to Robert Popwell's bass line, which rolls effortlessly beneath Sample's keys. Styx Hooper on the drums keeps the rhythm flowing without overpowering the song, and Paulino da Costa's subtle percussion work adds an extra layer of texture. This track is a perfect introduction to Joe Sample's signature sound, melodic, polished, and deeply engaging. Now let's talk about There Are Many Stops Along the Way. This track is built around a steady, syncopated groove that makes you just want to move. If this track came on in a jazz club, I guarantee everyone would be on the dance floor. What really stands out to me is how seamlessly the bass and the piano interact. It's like they're having a conversation, fluid, expressive, and full of life. The mix of major and minor tonalities also adds a nice contrast, making this track feel both uplifting and introspective at the same time. If you're someone who loves a deep rhythmic groove with layers of melodic richness, then this track is for you. Now let's switch gears to Fly with the Wings of Love. This track takes the album to an even deeper emotional level while still keeping that smooth fusion vibe intact. Sample's piano playing here is simply stunning. His melodies feel like they're floating, effortlessly gliding through the harmonies. The chord progressions are lush and expansive, almost giving the sensation of taking flight. And then there's Barry Finity's guitar solo. It just soars, reinforcing that uplifting, free-flowing energy. This is one of those tracks that just makes you close your eyes and start drifting away. Next, one of my personal favorites from the album, which is Islands in the Rain. This track is all about subtlety and atmosphere. Styx Hooper's drumming is light and restrained, giving the track a floating, misty feel. The percussion simmers in the background, almost like raindrops hitting the surface of a still lake, and the bass, smooth, understated, and beautifully fluid. Joe Sample's keyboard work here is delicate and thoughtful, mimicking the feel of gentle rain. This is the type of track that makes you want to sit back, relax, and let the music wash over you. Now, while the track named In All My Wildest Dreams isn't my top pick from this album, I do need to give it a mention. Why? Because if it sounds familiar, it's because it was famously sampled by Tupac in Dear Mama. Even though it's not my personal favourite, there's no denying its impact. And it's a great example of how jazz continues to influence other genres. So, what's the final verdict on Rainbow Seeker? This album is a masterclass in jazz fusion. It's warm, inviting, and full of intricate musical details that reward careful listening. Joe Sample's ability to blend technical brilliance with deep emotional resonance is what makes this album truly timeless. If you love jazz fusion, soul, or just beautifully crafted music, this is an album that belongs in your collection. What do you think about Rainbow Seeker? Do you have a favourite track from the album? Drop a comment below, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this review, please give the video a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more jazz related content. Your support really helps the channel to grow, and I have a lot more great albums to talk about. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep the jazz alive. Peace.